Hi guys, I'm back again. I'm still somewhat in the process of doing mine. This is now part 2 of my Mother's Day um, um, canvas art. If you watched the first video, I basically just put down the backdrop, backlay, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Like I said, this in the first video, this is my first time ever doing this. So, and I know it's going to be hard to see this. I am doing the best that I can. But if you can see, there is texture all along the bottom there. And up the sides. There's somewhat. I'm going to try and get it in that light. So you can see that there's... I know it's hard to see, guys. I'm sorry. I have a crappy computer. And then I did, if you can see it, right here, all in there is a, it's so hard to see. Yeah, it's really hard to see. But anyways, I did a gesso backdrop with a big, where is it? Oh, it's right there. I'm in the wrong spot. It's right there. You can only see it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now you can see it. You can see that there. A little bit of it, not much, but you can see it a little bit. So I used a oh my goodness, what is it called? A stencil with gesso, and made a nice little thick, small type picture frame, just to do like a backdrop scene. So that's what I've gotten so far. And kind of what I'm going to do is, I have these long stir sticks that you can get at coffee shops and stuff. And these ones are strong. I've heard before that you can buy them, but they're not as strong as like the store ones that you get at coffee shops and stuff. So I grabbed a bunch of these, and what I'm going to do is, this is where the picture frame is that I'm going to do, or the picture. So I'm going to outline it with the picture. Outline the picture. I am so sorry, guys. I am tired today. I'm not feeling that great today. So I apologize if my words are not correct and I'm a little off. So there we go. So you can kind of see that. I know it's hard to see. I am so sorry it's hard to see. I did try to do the best setup that I could for you guys to see it. So every little thing that I do, I'm going to have to pick it up so you can see a little more of what I'm doing. But other than that, that's pretty much as far as I've gotten. And as I said, I've never done this before. I don't really know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going with the flow and taking my time. So my daughter gave me a couple of ideas of things that I can do. Here's the stencil that I used for that picture. Maybe you can see it better. That's the stencil. A beautiful stencil. I got that from Walmart. It's Martha Stewart. It's a beautiful, beautiful stencil. So, excuse me here while I take off my sweater. I'm boiling. I guess spring's coming because I hear the birdies chirping. It's finally getting nice out. So, yeah. Bear with me as I'm kind of doing this and probably yammering on and stuff. So, I'm still not exactly sure what I want to do, and I'm so afraid to mess it up. It is very smooth, even though I've done the gesso and the texture and everything. It's very, very smooth because I did go over it with, where is it? I think it was the acrylic gesso by Dollar and Rowney. You get it at Walmart. That's what I went over it with. But I added a gold what is it called? Gold. I don't even know where it is right now. Where am I? There it is. I had a spun gold. Again, you can get that at the dollar store or at Walmart, at the Dollarama here in Canada. You can get that there. Spun gold is what it's called, and it added a nice deep base, I guess you call it. So it's not if you were watching my first video of this, you'd notice that it was the colors were kind of standing out. They were too vibrant, and I didn't want it that vibrant. I kind of want like the background to kind of blend in, but I want certain things to stand out. So that's why I did this little mini picture frame. I didn't want to do anything big. My biggest issue is that I get scared of big blank areas, blank pages and stuff, because I think that I have to add and keep adding and stuff like that, which I know is not good in certain things. So this being as blank as it is, it looks pretty good so far with the texture and stuff behind it, but because of the big tree thing that I'm going to be putting on it, and when it lights up, I need something to stand out behind it. So I'm kind of debating on colors and stuff like that. So I got my daughter to help me with some colors, and so she suggested to stick with turquoise, and to maybe do some little flowers here, which I have. I bought a whole bunch of these, like 3 large packages of foam flowers, and they're amazing. They hold stain well, they hold paint well, inks, everything. They hold everything very, very well. If you've never had foam flowers, give it a try. They're amazing. And I do have a huge 3 big bags of them, so if you're interested, I'll sell some to you. I don't mind. I got too many of them, so I got too many of everything. I'm wondering if I should start what do they call that? What's the word? Oh my goodness, I can't think straight. De-stash, I guess they call it. So, yeah, as I said, that's kind of what I've come up with so far. Sorry, I've got like a cat hair stuck to my picture here, and it's really bugging me. Just seems every time you turn your head, there's more and more hair that picks up on your pictures and stuff, and it's a pain in the butt. Alright, so, again, I don't really know what I'm going to do right now. I know that I do want to do this picture frame, but I'm thinking right now I'm going to leave this for last, because I don't want to cover it up with anything right now and then end up getting paint or something on it and messing it up. So that way, if I do mess it up, then I can go back over it with the gesso. I'm going to try and probably do a fine line painting in this to make it stand out a little bit more. Or I might again put the stencil back on and go over it with gesso again, just to kind of deepen it and make it a little more, make it pop out a little more. As I said, I don't really know yet, so bear with me. If you've never done this and you're watching me do this, we're both beginners at doing this. So, yeah. As I said again, I do not know what I'm doing here, so bear with me. I'm just trying to think right now. I apologize for my throat. I'm just trying to think right now what it is that I want to do for, because I don't want to go and just paint it. I don't want to do that. I want to do kind of, I don't even know. I really don't know. Kind of just jumping into this today. I had a better idea yesterday when I was doing this last night. But today I'm kind of just, bleh. I find it's a lot harder to do canvases like this than it is books and stuff, like doing pages and stuff like that, because they're smaller. You have more craft supplies to do stuff with, and I don't know what to do with this because it's such a big canvas. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Try the tropical blue. Maybe the white. Here. I know, I'm looking like an idiot just sitting here. Bear with me. I'll get there. Eventually, I'll get there. Alright. Just gonna dive in here. See what I come up with. Put a little bit of gesso in there too. And I think here's my sky blue. So all I did was just added what was it? Tropical blue and my white gesso that I bought from Walmart. Now it's quite watery, that Walmart gesso, that brand that I showed you. It is quite watery. It's not like normal gesso that we would buy or make ourselves. So it's quite watery, but I like it. It actually made the color that I wanted. Instead of using white paint, I actually like this better. So I'm thinking at the moment I'm going to do, what do I want to do? What, oh what, oh what? I might, I do want still kind of a border along the edges, so I'm thinking I'm going to do that. That's going to add some of the blue that I want. There we go, I like that. Like I said, I don't want to add too much color to it. I want the flowers to stand out the most. That's my biggest concern. The bush tree, whatever you want to call it, that I have there that's going to go on it. Hello, my mama. My kitty cat is in here. My cats come in to visit once in a while. And my kitty cat is pregnant again. She's going to have, I believe, one kitten. I don't think she's going to have any more than that. She's not very big. My suck, my mama. Oh, I love that blue. Oh, it got so messy though. Ugh. I don't know what it is with stencils, guys. I really, really don't know. It seems every single stencil that I use, no matter how thick the paint or anything that I use on it, it just bleeds into everything. It freaking drives me nuts. Doesn't matter if I tape it down or... I had the ones too where they automatically stick to whatever project you're doing, and they still do the same thing. They still bleed. And like, as you can see, I don't have very much on there. There's not very much on there at all. And it's still bleeding through. I'm not pushing with a lot of pressure. I don't know. Maybe I'm not doing it right. I don't know. Still bleeds. Don't know why. Still bleeding. Oh, shoot. I forgot my towel. Where's my towel? I need my towel. Give me a second, guys. I'm just going to clean it off here because it's all bled through on the bottom. I have a bucket of hot water over here. My little paint tray. That's so cute. It's messy, but okay. What can you do? If anything, I might try and go over it with a brush and the white gesso, clear gesso. Just be very careful too if you're not somebody who uses stencils a whole lot. When you clean them, depending on the frame or the design in it, you have to be very careful that you don't bend it. Because if you do, it's a pain in the butt. And they just don't go back the same. I've heard you can run them under hot water and they eventually go back to the same shape, and under your hair dryer or your heat gun, whatever. But you don't want to hold your heat gun to these because it will shrink. God, that is so messy. That pisses me off. I've heard too you can use, I think it's hairspray. Spray the back of your stencils and it temporarily holds. I think it's hairspray. I'm not even going to say it because I really don't know. I've never tried it myself. Come on. That art was supposed to be relaxing. Hopefully this won't bleed. All I'm doing is just like daubing it in. So if you've never done this before either and you're watching me for the first time, you're learning as I learn. I'm just kind of going with the flow. Nope, still bled. What else is new? Don't know why. It's just bleeding. Oh, so frustrating. It shouldn't be bleeding. Looks like shit. Apologize for my French, but it does. blood. I must be doing it wrong or something. I don't know. I don't get it. It's frustrating when you want things to turn out beautifully, but they keep screwing up on you. It really pisses me off. I pardon my French again, but piss is not a bad word. It is not a bad word. Alright. So yes, I do smoke. I am a smoker. I announced that in my first video of this. But I do not smoke in my craft room because of my craft supplies. But because I'm doing this and it's so big, and my grandkids are gone for the weekend, so we smoke outside. But I'm just letting you guys know that no, I do not sit here and smoke in my craft room. Because it's bad for your crafts. It makes your craft smell stinky, and it does things to your papers and to flowers and stuff like that. It makes them like yellow, makes them like a tar yellow and stuff like that. I don't want that kind of stuff, so. I'm not going to deny it anymore. I am a smoker. And yes, I know it's a bad, nasty, nasty habit. I know that. But it's the only stress reliever I have right now, so. I do what I can with what I got. I got enough crap going on in my life, and quitting smoking. I know they say it's a stress reliever, but, you know, it really isn't. It's more of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. Very expensive. Very nasty. So I apologize for those of you who are watching and who are not smokers. Please don't take offense that I do smoke. Whoa! Oh, my thing just slipped. Oh, I'm gonna have to try and get something to stop this from happening. Because it's driving me crazy. Just seems no matter what I do. Like, I'm not pressing hard. I'm not, like, dragging it. I'm trying to go lightly. I apologize. I shouldn't have my cigarette in my hand. I apologize about that, guys. I'm also not used to doing videos either. I like to craft and do what I'm doing. Alright, it must be the shitty ass stencils because this stupid thing keeps bleeding. I don't know why it keeps bleeding. It's really pissing me off. What are you doing, cat? Get out of my stuff. Little booger. Little booger. Bear. Bear. Little bear. Mama. What you doing, my pretty mama? Bear. Get out of my stuff. What are you doing? What are you doing up there? I have a kitten that's about 7 months old, and he likes to get into everything of my craft supplies. He's got this habit where he takes my sponges when I use stamping, when I'm doing stamping and stuff, or doing my edges of papers and stuff. He takes all my sponges, my little sponges. I wake up in the morning and they're all over the floor. Come on. If you guys that are watching this know and see that I'm doing something wrong about this, please let me know. It'd be great to know that I might be doing this wrong and that's why it's bleeding. I don't know. I don't watch videos about doing this. I'm a self-learner. Unless I absolutely don't know how to do something, I will go and look at a video, but most of the time I come up with my own ideas. I try to, because I don't like to... I don't think it's copying other people, but you're following the same thing that they're doing. And I don't like being known as that, you know? If you kind of understand what I mean. Yeah, it's still bleeding. Still bleeding, guys. No matter what I do, it's still bleeding. It is unavoidable. I'm now getting to the point where it's pissing me off so much I don't even care anymore. It's art, right? Still bleeding. Doesn't matter which way I go, doesn't matter how hard I press, it still bleeds. So I give up. I'm just doing it. Even though I hate how it looks. It looks nasty. But that's how you fix things, is with paints and gessos, and so I already have an idea of how I'm going to fix it. I'm not too worried. It might look like crap right now, but that is okay. I can fix it. I really didn't want that blue line there. Ugh. I am just royally messing this up today. I don't think today is a good day for me to be doing this, guys. As I said, I'm tired. I'm not feeling good. I kind of feel like doing something. I just don't know what. Maybe it's because my gesso is too watery. It just keeps going through. I don't know. I don't know. It's so frustrating. Don't ask me why I'm talking like that. So if worse comes to worse, I'll just go back over it with gesso and kind of blend it into the background again. Because it just keeps bleeding, just looks like crap, but what can I do? I've got to finish it. So if anything, it kind of looks old. It's making it look old and antiqued and worn. I like it. I like it. Messy, as they say. But that one's bad. That one turned out really bad. I know you guys can't see it right now. You're lucky. You'd laugh if you'd seen it. But that's okay. It's actually creating a very nice border, even though it bled through and stuff. It's actually doing a nice border. Like I said, you can always fix everything. Almost always you can. And if you can't, throw it out and start all over again. That's all I can say. Because I've done it numerous times. Or I've messed up on something so bad and tried to fix it, and it just made it worse. So, do the best you can. You know? That's the whole thing about crafting and painting and stuff like that. It's made by you. And you know, unless you've been doing it for years and years and years and years and years, and you're a perfectionist at it, and you're very good at it, which I'm not, obviously, then, you know, you get perfect things. But I am a perfectionist, but I gave up on it when it came to crafting. I really did, because you can't keep everything perfect. Now, when it comes to my books and my journals and my albums, I have a few that I have to make over the next few months for some clients. Customers, I guess you call them. I'm going to be doing a baby album, which the customer is going to be sending me the supplies for it next month. I'll be getting those. So I had told her already ahead of time that I do take my time doing them. It has taken me up to 3 months to do some of them, and I don't know if that's normal for people to take that long to make an album, but I do it because I can't continuously do the same thing over and over and over again every single day. I'll get bored of it, and I'll get frustrated, and I'll end up messing it up, and I don't want to do that because this person will be paying a lot of money for something that I'm creating for them, so I don't want to mess it up. So I walk away, give it a couple of days, let some more ideas come to me, you know, that kind of stuff for people who do create albums and stuff. Oh my god, this is just getting worse. Oi! Oi, 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 oi. Maybe I'm doing it on the wrong side. That could be the reason. Let's flip it over and see. We'll just flip it over and see. So let's clean it first. That's probably the reason why it's getting so messy. I don't know what side you're supposed to use. I really don't. I don't know anything about stenciling. It's supposed to be the glossy side. Well, yeah, it's supposed to be the glossy side up, the glossy side down. I don't know. I don't read directions either. I'm a Libra. We're very impatient. We're neat freaks most of the time. We're very understanding and very big hearts. Very, very big hearts. Very kind people. Very loving, very understanding. Maybe that's why I have so many friends on Facebook. I don't know. But, yeah, wherever I was going with that, I don't know. Libras are very impatient, though. We get bored of the same thing over and over again. We get frustrated easily. We don't mean to. It's just in our blood, I guess. I don't know. I don't read up on that astrology stuff. I don't even believe it anyways. I believe who we are is what we make ourselves to be. And I'm not really a frustrating, yelling person, angry or anything. There are times where I've done things where I have gotten angry. But then I sit there and I'll cry and I'll be like, why did I do that? But no, I'd never be angry at somebody for something. I just can't fathom doing that because I wouldn't want them to do it to me, so. I'm kooky. I'm very kooky. I am myself. Even though I'm 43 years old, I am totally myself. And with the way that I act most of the time, I know I'm sharing my life story with you, but the way that I act most of the time is like I'm a 20-some-odd-year-old. Maybe even a teenager, I've been told that I act like sometimes. But you know, that's who I am. I love the person that I am. And I make people laugh, and I love that. Not in a stupid, corny way, but just the person that I am. I love making people laugh and making people smile. And that's just who I am. There you go. You got the life story on me. I don't care if I'm down and out or anything. I don't sit there and dwell on it. I try not to. Just move on. You know, what's the sense of dwelling on things? If you can't fix it, oh well, move on. Go. Cat hair. I'm so sick of cat hair. Just gets in everything. Love my cats, but hair gets in everything. Alright, now, like I said, I don't know which way this is supposed to be down. I don't know if it's supposed to be glossy side down. I would take it glossy side would normally be up, but I don't know, maybe that's why I'm having an issue. I honestly don't think I do. I don't think it matters, because I do recall doing different stencils in different ways, whether it be glossy side up or glossy side down. You know, it doesn't really matter. They all still turn out the same. You hear the birdies out there, Mama? Do you hear the birdies? It's so nice to have birdies again, eh? Alright. Now. I really love this blue. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous, darling, gorgeous. I know my videos are boring. I can fast forward through this. If I knew how to edit, I would. But like I said in all my other videos, I've tried editing before. And both videos that I tried editing, I lost both of them. So I gave up after that. They don't make it as easy as they claim. They have these stupid bars at the bottom. Oh, you do this, you put it here, you put it here, you put it here, and it takes that part out, fast forwards it for you or whatever, you know, that kind of stuff. But oh my god, it is so confusing. They need to make it where maybe you, there was a way that I thought of it before. I can't remember exactly how I thought of it before. But they need to make it easier. Whether it be YouTube videos, whether it be Ustream videos, whatever. I've tried YouTube recordings, and it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, see? It's still doing it. And it's still doing it! Ugh, frustration. I don't know why you are bleeding. I have to say, Martha Stewart, your stencils suck. Of course, they're only Martha Stewart because Walmart only carries certain things, of course. I have a love-hate relationship with Walmart. It's mostly because, for some reason, it being Walmart being the biggest chain in the world that has taken over every other single friggin' shopping store in the world. You know, we used to have Zellers and, what's it called? The Bay. Not the Bay. The Bay is still ridiculously expensive. I find that's a waste of a friggin' store. Walk in for a pair of friggin' shoes and they're like $900 or something like that. It's like ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But Zellers. Stores like that. Little store chains like that. Kmart. We used to have Kmart in Canada and then it went to the US. That pisses me off. I loved Kmart. I really hate that they went to the US. Kmart was the best store ever. And then we also had, what did I say there? Zellers. And then they left. You know, all the great store chains that we had, because Walmart came to town and took over everything. Walmart is, I call the can't spend less than $100 store. You can't walk in there and spend less than $100. It is impossible. And then most of the time when you're going in for certain things, you don't even come out with half of it. You go in for some toilet paper or something, yeah, you don't even come out with it. Because you're going in there and you're seeing everything else. It's like a, oh, what do they call that? They sucker you in. They just have this thing of putting things where they know you're gonna, it's like they know you're gonna buy it, you know? God, I wish my brain would work. It's so hard, guys. It's so hard. It's extremely hard for me to do things nowadays. I got sick. Extremely sick 2 months before Christmas last year, and I have not been the same. I've been in and out of the hospital. I've had pneumonia, I've had bronchitis, I've had infections in my chest, in my lungs, in my throat, in my nostrils, whatever. Just a lot of health problems, and a lot of it has affected my memory. So it's like, you know, I had no problem with coming up with ideas and writing things out for swaps and everything last year, and I'm not even a year in yet, and I can't even keep up with my group page anymore because I can't think straight anymore, and it's very depressing. Because I did have a great craft page last year when I first started. It just exploded, and I'm so happy that I still have the people that I have. I really am. I'm so grateful that you're all still there. And I keep getting more because some of my members, they keep asking their friends to join, so they've joined and their friends have joined, and it's coming back again. It's slowly but surely it's coming back again. I may have a lot of members, but a lot of members that don't join in doing anything, so they're just there, kind of, sort of, doing whatever they do. But I'm not going to kick them out because they're not going to join in anything, you know. If they want to be there, they can be there. I'm happy that they're there. It doesn't bother me. You know how some groups, they have lots and lots of members, but they also have lots and lots of members that don't join or participate in anything or say anything or anything like that. But, you know, they're there for a reason. They want to stay there for a reason. I don't know why, but if you want to be there, that's fine with me. It's not the quality that counts, it's the quantity, right? So I don't care how many members I get. That's not what the big deal is to me for doing this. I just like being helpful and giving people ideas and stuff, you know. I know there's tons and tons and tons of extremely talented crafters out there and artists. I don't do what I'm doing to show them what to do. I'm doing this because I'm hoping that maybe somebody that's coming into a group or watching my videos or whatever, they've never done anything like some of the stuff that I do. So I've been told that I'm very easy to understand, and I'm not fast at doing stuff. I just kind of take my time and explain things very easily, and I give lots of little hints, or I used to. Mind you, I can't think of them anymore. Which sucks, because they helped me too. But yeah, you know, it's nice to know all that. It is. It's really nice. I'm just happy that I have members there who do enjoy the things that we do have going on in our group and on my YouTube. I'm trying to slowly but surely get back into doing my my YouTube channel, doing my videos and stuff. But bear with me. I'm getting there slowly but surely. I'm just more concerned about my health right now and I have to get that done. So I've been told by some of my members in my groups to get my health back into shape. And that's more important than, you know, other things. But, you know. Oh well, life moves on. Alright. So now I'm going to show you the mess that I just made. Because it's really a mess. See how crappy it looks? Look at how crappy that looks. Very, very, very messy. Extremely, extremely messy. It looks horrid, I know. Well, what can you do? Whoa. What are you looking for, daughter? Your brush is on the table out in the living room. Dining room. Got your finger stuck?
No, my hair.
Nice one.
Literally got stuck right in the drawer.
Look at that.
That looks nice.
It's messy. The stencil bled through the whole damn thing.
Whatever. It looks nice.
Okay, so my daughter thinks it looks nice still. Alright, now, what am I going to do now? I don't know. I'd like to do a live video sometime. I really would. But I'm scared to because, you know, it's live and some people can be brutally honest. And I can't handle brutal honesty. Even though I can give it, I can't take it. You know, I don't want somebody sitting there saying live that, oh my god, that looks like shit. You know, I don't want that kind of stuff. That worries me. So I guess we can call this like a mixed media type thing, you know? Whatever. Works for me. Alright, I had an idea that I wanted to try. If I can remember. Oh, dog, shut up.